Hey guys, my name is Bedrick Studios. Today we're going to be making a review of my LEGO Transformers Bumblebee movie, Shatter. Now, I had made a concept for a Bumblebee movie, Shatter, like years ago. Literally right after I watched the movie, I came home and I wanted to build a Shatter. But I never got past the concept stage. I got like a whole front mechanism figured out. Couldn't fit any tires in originally, and then I couldn't get any arms in here, and it ended up not being good. So, this year, a few weeks ago, I wanted to make some more Decepticons, because as you know, I do a lot more Autobot figures than Decepticons. And I still really wanted to do a car. So I thought, why not do Shatter? But my first thought went to Barricade. I was originally going to do Barricade, and I built like an arm, and it like didn't work out. And I didn't like the way it looked, so I scrapped it. And made this girl. This is a woman. As you were aware from the Bumblebee movie, Shatter was one of the first female Decepticons. And I actually really like the way Shatter was handled. Because normally with the Decepticons, they'll have a super overly feminine shape, and I don't like it on Transformers. It just comes off as way too human, in my opinion. And if you disagree, I know this could be a controversial topic. If you disagree, please don't be mad. I understand, but I much prefer them to look like cars. I like the way Shatter was done because she looks like a car. That made it easier for a toy to come out because they didn't have to shove half of the car in the back. Like with some of the more recent fembots. Take a look at Earthrise RC and you can see what I'm talking about. Enough talk about that. Let's look at the car. Looks pretty nice from the front. So you got the white lights. I could have had these clear, but I didn't have the time to find them, and I just didn't want to find them. You got a nice engine block thing. I'm sure a good friend of mine will correct me in the comments below. He's a good car guy and he watches my videos. You do have the head just sticky in the middle of the windshield. That is a compromise because this is a triple change. This being my first triple changer, I will not be doing instructions as it is. I'm kind of burnt out of doing instructions, and it would be harder to do instructions of a triple changer. So I'm just gonna not do instructions. Taking a look at the back, there's nothing over the wheels. You can see like pieces here. I could have had these smooth, but that really didn't work. Sometimes I mess up when I talk, but I could have had these smooth, but I couldn't find those pieces, and whenever I'd find them, I'd have to switch them out because I found another thing I wanted to put them on. So yeah, the back is kind of not that good. You can see it's got the rear windshield. You can see the plane cockpit sitting under there. Now, I am going to be doing Dropkick. Dropkick is actually completed right now. He's just waiting for a video. I have a few others lined up for you guys to see. So yeah, that's about it for car mode. Now, on to some size comparisons. Here she is with Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime, Earthrise Voyager Class Grapple, and Earthrise Deluxe Class Hoist. As you can see, she's about a deluxe inside. She's a little larger because of, as I've said before, she is a triple changer. And has a pretty large robot mode. So, let's get on to the transformation. First, we're going to start off by turning her into her plane mode. So, first what you're going to want to do is move things out of the way of your arm. That actually isn't a step. Fold these bits up. The roof will like separate up here. But you're going to want to go to this window piece here and rotate that around. Same on the other side. There's some clearance issues with rotating it. And that will just stay up there. Then pull out these wheels. Without messing anything up. You're going to want to rotate these arms out. There isn't enough clearance in there to do this, so you just got to rotate that out, fold out the forearm, and put it back in. And just hinge out these sections. There you basically have the midsection of the plane. Now, trying not to like make this fall apart. Just fold that up for now. You can rotate out this cockpit piece. Fold that piece back. And then swivel this around. You also slide it out a bit because we have these little bumps on the inside so they can't sit flush, which really affects plane mode, but can't really do much about it. Just fold that down, align everything. This came down in transformation, but what you're going to want to do to help conceal the front is move that out and then move that there. And you can fold up these wheels. So here Shatter is in her jet mode, and I gotta say, it isn't the best jet mode. No, I'm not really good with jet transformers. I don't do many jet transformers. I teased a Starscream a long time ago in a video that I never made a video on, but here is Shatter, in her jet mode. It's you got wings that aren't really that well done. They don't really look like wings, and it's practically just a car flattened out. Trying to my best to conceal this part with whatever hinges are used in the transformation for robot mode. But it isn't really that well done, in my opinion. You have the cockpit, but the issue with that is these little bumps out the side from the hinge, making it so that they bump into each other, so that they can't sit flush and make a cohesive cockpit. One solution to this is if you take and flip the helicopter cockpit, or the plane cockpit, that will sit flush, and then you could flip it over, but then that kind of ruins every other look about it. It doesn't really look like a plane from the underside. So I prefer to just rotate these pieces around and the top of the car be the top of the plane. Yeah. This whole transformation I had imagined in like the old concept I made like a year ago. I'm pretty sure this is my first triple changer, so I'm really proud of it. That's about it for plane mode. Let's get on to size comparisons. Optimus, Grapple, and Hoist. Now we'll be transforming Shatter to her robot mode. First, fold up these pieces, get those out of the way. Then, once again, pull out these wheels. They'll just fold down. You want to have them at an angle just for clearance. Then that will rotate down. Take these cockpit pieces, hold them up, rotate that bit back, and just fold these back into the legs. They do kind of extend in order to get the transformation to work. So just compress it, fold it back, and those tab in really well. Now then you're going to want to flip out the heels, or the toes, I mean. And rotate this section around. And up here, this section likes to flop around a lot, and with the tires, that helps support it. Just fold them in and then rotate them up, and those will fit snug in the torso. Then you're going to want to raise your camera. Take the arms, rotate those forward, fold out this shoulder piece, and rotate them down. These will sit down at the back, and fold up the head, rotate it around. I like to angle these windshield pieces and fold these down. And there you have Shatter in her robot mode. Now, my biggest issue with Shatter is she doesn't really balance well. I currently have the feet pieces pegged into my display, or these big Mega Bloks plates I have here. I've had these here for almost 2 years now. And yeah, you can see the head, the whole torso thing. I really like the contraption I used to bring the engine block down into the chest, but it still didn't get down as far as I'd like. Got the front pieces, which are supposed to like angle like this, but I couldn't get that in. And you don't have the upper lights. I was thinking of somehow sticking some on the back of here, modifying those like just before this review to make it a little better, but couldn't find the right pieces. These wing parts, they are supposed to have like a big round cylinder thing, and they're supposed to sit off of it, and it really isn't that accurate. I tried to get the wheels in there to simulate those engine thingies, but I really couldn't. If you take a look at that head sculpt, it's pretty good. As you can see, you got the this little antenna thing sticking out one side of the head. I couldn't get it to be red like the rest of it. It just didn't work out. I'm not sure how accurate I got the legs, but I think I did a decent job with them. Got the yellow on the knee from the plane cockpit. And back here, the arms actually sit way too far back, but that is a consequence of it being a triple changer. It's hard to make triple changers. Now let's get on to the articulation. The head does a full 360, and parts fall off because you have massive fingers. There's a hinge here allowing her to look down that far. Head's on like a double hinge and look up pretty far. Move this, look up a lot further. These backpack things are on a bunch of hinges. Ball joint here, hinge here, and a hinge here. Ball joint at the shoulder can move these out for a full 360. Out, in, nothing at the bicep, or you kind of can do that to simulate a bicep swivel, and a really far elbow bend because of the way it transforms. You got that, and a backwards butterfly joint, and nothing at the wrist. A waist swivel, but you can kick that far and that far back. You can do the splits. This is all because of these ball joints here. Knee ball joint. swivel at the knee because of the ball joint. You got toe bend. In order for Shatter to like stand straight or to stand up, you have to like lean her forward a lot. It really doesn't look that good. In order to fix this, you have to swivel around the leg the way they were in car mode. That gives her a heel. This is optional. That gives her a heel, but it makes the front of the legs look bad, and the ball joints are collapsing. So I prefer to have feet stay like this. Now this video is getting to be pretty long, so I'm just going to finish it up with some quick size comparisons. Optimus, grapple, and hoist. As you can see in robot mode, she grows exponentially. She becomes a lot taller, although she is kind of skinny in the arms. Then they got the big boots. The proportions are off, the arms are way back, but this is my first triple changer. And I must say that I did a much better job with dropkick than I feel that I did with Shatter. And I might make a version 2 in the future. But that's about it for this video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, dislike the video. And tell me why you didn't like it. I like to hear feedback from all of you. Ways to improve my videos. I'm trying to get my tutorials to be a lot better, but they are exhausting to do. There won't be a tutorial for Shatter. Just gonna make sure that Dropkick is on his way. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.